In Bolivia, social sectors led by the Central Bolivian Labor Union declared an emergency against the attempts of right-wing sectors to destabilize the country to prevent the prosecution of those responsible for the coup d'etat of November 2019. Our correspondent, Freddy Morales, tells us more.
Bolivian social organizations declared an emergency in light of the increase in violence in Santa Cruz, demanding the release of the governor of that department, Fernando Camacho, accused of the 2019 coup d'etat.
To defend democracy, the right to work, the national government, Lucho David, because they have been democratically and constitutionally elected. We're not going to allow these attempts. What this small group is doing in Santa Cruz is an attempt to bring down our president, to stage a new coup d'etat. We are declaring an emergency. No citizen can be burned in the public institutions of our state. No citizen can be setting fires. That is why we ask the justice system to act.
The Bolivian Central Labor Union called an assembly of its more than 60 national unions to define actions in defense of democracy.
The workers and this institution are going to defend the rule of law, democracy, which is fundamental for all Bolivians, but at the same time, we are also going to demand justice. There can be no impunity for those who have been the intellectual authors of the coup d'etat of November 2019.
Meanwhile, the leaders of the Santa Cruz Civic Committee order a road blockade and declare an emergency to radicalize protest actions against the arrest of Governor Camacho.
Until the rule of law is restored in the country, we declare a state of emergency, mobilizing all the citizens. We ask the private sectors, autonomous entities in general, to be flexible with their workers so that daily from 4 p.m. they join in to continue with the state of civil emergency.
The government denounced that the right wing uses regionalism and racism to promote violence and impunity. As an example, 2 speeches of civic leaders after the governor's arrest were presented.
If Bolivia doesn't want us, why are we providing it with food? We have to close all the roads and not even a grain of rice should be sent to Bolivia. Our mothers are afraid, they are old, they are right, but it is enough that our mothers are afraid. And the mothers of the masistas are not afraid that they live in Santa Cruz. It is enough that our mothers suffer and other mothers do not suffer. If we are going to suffer, let us all suffer. These threats that it is time for us to return to labor have a direct relation with the violence that is unleashed every night in Santa Cruz.
Governor Camacho is serving a 4th-month preventive detention in the Chanchocoro prison in the Altiplano de La Paz.
Freddy Morales, TeleSUR, Bolivia.